a brief introductory to music theory.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
I'm clueless.
I'm going to start out by saying I'm going to keep everything as simple as possible by using the language of the app instead of the language of typical music theory, but that's all covered in lesson 2.
Great.
Okay. I'm going to break that promise for just 1 second because I'm going to describe something called a fifth. And a fifth is an interval in music, which is do, re, mi, fa, sol, so, do, and so are a fifth. On the app, they're referred to as red and blue, and that's a really important interval in music.
Okay.
Okay, just trust me on this. Okay, so this design is based on something that is called the circle of fifths. And when you go around the circle in one direction, you're going in an interval called a fifth. And when you go around the other way, counterclockwise, you're going in an interval called a fourth.
All right.
Okay.
That's easy enough.
Right on. That's the spirit.
How this is described in the app is red and blue.
Do you hear how those sound kind of similar?
Yes.
Or related, or comfortable? That's because they are, and those are very common intervals in music. As a matter of fact, most music you've heard will have a first and a fifth. Music is a movement from one to the other and back, sometimes taking detours. Often taking detours. So that's red and blue, very important in music. The next most related interval is green. And how about if we play a song?
Okay.
Okay.
I've never played a song before.
Well, except in the radio. That doesn't really count. But
that wasn't me playing it.
That's true. That was you playing it. Okay. So red, green, blue, red. Green, blue, red. Now, you might recognize that as being Steer It Up by Bob Marley. Steer it up, little darling, steer it up. And that just goes on forever, and there are a million different songs that use that same chord progression. You'll notice that all of these chords, the different tiles, sound good together. And that's because they're in the same chord family or pie slice. Right? You see how those are all
Okay.
related?
So each pie slice is going to have colors that are related.
Exactly. And the sounds, all of those pie slices, all of the pieces in the pie slice will sound very good together. But they all have different qualities, right?
They're all slightly different.
And they're grouped together like this. The red, the green, and the blue are all happy chords. However, orange, you hear that sounds different?
Ooh.
Right. Yellow, and most importantly, indigo sound very, very sad or moving. Now I'm going to go from indigo back to red. Okay, listen to this. Do you hear that sounds very comfortable?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to go back to indigo.
I feel like I'm in suspense.
That is one of the most powerful sad chords is in the indigo position in every pie slice.
I need a tissue.
Because that's so in movement, it really wants to go back to either red or blue. So I'm going to go to blue.
Ah.
Exactly. I'm going to go back to indigo. And then I'm going to go back to red.
Ah.
Again, red, green, and blue are happy. Orange, yellow, and indigo are sad.
Mm-hmm. What's purple?
Violet, purple,
Okay,
exactly.
violet.
Yep, exactly. Very, very, very dissonant. Very dissonant. And that, more than anything, wants to go back to red.
I'll say.
Because red is very comfortable. Red is a very comfortable position. Okay, so...
What's the black hole in the middle?
The black hole in the middle. We don't talk about that.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to go from red to indigo again. But now I'm going to go to blue. And then I'm going to go to green. So let's play another song.
There must be some kind of way out of here. Said the Joker to the thief. There is too much confusion.
Here's an important thing to know about music. There's no such thing as a musical accident. There are only music moments, and all of them are beautiful. So always have fun. All right. Now I'm back to red. And quickly, I'm going to just turn on this relativity button.
Okay.
And then I'm going to turn on the data just for a moment. This is the...
Wow.
This is what you've been seeing. This is the entire chord library of all of the major, the minor, and the diminished chords, right? I'm only pointing this out just for 1 second so you can take a look and see where the related chords exist. You'll see that they're white matches for the exact things. What is red in one pie slice is green in another pie slice.
And blue in another.
And blue in the other one. I'm going to go up the colors again, and I'm going to point some things out because this is where it gets very interesting. So when I go to red, you'll see that the green is clockwise and the blue is counterclockwise. When I go to orange, it becomes the indigo and yellow of the two counterclockwise. Yellow are the two clockwise. Green are the two counterclockwise. Blue are the two clockwise. And indigo, like red, has them on either side.
Why is that?
I am going to get into that in the 15th lesson. No, it's because the design of the app is actually made out of the circle of fifths, and each of those different degrees has different significance in the pie slice or in the family. They have different roles. Now I'm going to get to violet, and you're going to get an idea of why this sounded so strange to your ear. What the violet does is it opens up non-related pie slices.
Wow.
And it allows you to move. Listen to this. How's that?
That was pretty weird.
It is a weird thing. It's my music theory teacher used to refer to that as the gateway to Super Mario Land. So give me just a second here, and I'm going to play another song.
Okay.
And this is the last one, but this is a very common chord progression. So it's red, indigo, green, blue. Red, indigo, green, blue. Now this used to be referred to as the doo-wop chord progression, which is, it was very popular. And it's still used in a ton of common pop music today. And I'll give an example of this.
Cupid, draw back your bow and let your arrow go.
Or something like that.
That was another beautiful musical
Thank you-
moment,
thank
Troy.
you, thank you very much. I do appreciate that.